Hey guys, we're now back. Sorry for that. I kind of overslept a little bit. um, but yeah, so starting a little bit late. I was like, no, I don't want to call it because obviously, it was my fault that the stream's late. Hey Scumbag, how you doing? I guess I really needed it because I could have sworn I had an alarm set to wake me up before stream, and I must have slept through it. So yeah, I guess I really, really needed it. But yeah, you have to let me know as well if Twitch starts acting up for you at all. I don't know if it's working fine. I mean, as far as I know, it's working fine. But let's hope whatever was going on with Twitch earlier is no longer happening. Because it'll be just typical if Twitch decides to have issues, won't it? Because we're now starting Blackwood Quest. I'm like, God damn it. Possibly, yeah, or they could be working on something again, because a lot of times when they tend to work on something to update, like say something with a chat or something with the video kind of player and stuff like that, it always seems to mess other stuff up. Like I know for a while there was a problem that people found that they would either have no audio to the videos, like to the people streaming, not because the streamer didn't have audio, but because Twitch was not playing the audio. Or they couldn't even type in chat, like chat would be gone. Like chat wouldn't work for them. So there has been that recently. But you know what's in 3 hours, Scumbucket? Yeah, it releases in 3 hours on Steam, so you get to play Backbone. I did play the demo, which is called the prologue, and that was about an hour's long, and it was really good for an hour's demo. So that's definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to actually getting my hands on, and then streaming for you guys, because it's a pretty awesome point and click game. Okay. Whew, we had to go this way, didn't we?
To Baragon. You can trust him, and he's very good at deciphering coded messages.
Everly says you have something for me to look at. Let me take a look. Imperial, all right. Specifically, this is Emperor Leovic's personal code. Luckily, I know it well. Unfortunately, I don't have Leovic's signet ring. Without that, I can't decipher the code. You have a signet ring?
Oh.
Why, yes, this does appear to be Emperor Leovic's. At least it's one of them. He certainly loved his jewelry. So first that journal that Everly brought me, and now this. What have you and my sister gotten into this time? My younger sister, yes. I used to regale her with stories of my adventures, back before I became a scribe in Emperor Morikar's court. I worked for both him and his son Leovic. Everly says I sling words the way she looses arrows, fast and on target. Technically, I was an adventurer, then a scribe. Turned out I preferred ink and parchment to danger and daring do. Unfortunately, I think I put the wrong ideas into little Everly's head. Anyway, the scroll's over there, deciphered and everything. Really? She's told me all about you. You were all over her letters from Orsinium, and when she got back, she rarely said 5 words that didn't include some anecdote of your time together. You really made an impression. Nice to finally meet you.
Nope.
Well,
Is he working for a
do you
daydream?
finally know the Emperor's secret? Varl Lupus? He hired me to investigate Black Drake Villa. But why is the word ambitions capitalized? It must mean something special. Thanks for helping me. Here, take part of what Lupus already paid me. There's more if you come with me to Riften. Varl Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Black Drake Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. I found it and a journal, the one that led me to Nasalis. It's a strange old tome. I can't read any of the words, if they are words. It's written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying it around, it's kind of uncomfortable. Will you come with me to Riften? I want to deliver the book and be done with this business. I never actually met with Varl Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Renna. We can find her at the Mages Guild Hall in Riften. My brother has a cart we can use to make the journey, or I can just meet you there. Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar.
It'd be funny if he did, didn't it? Yeah.
Or something. I had no idea he was the steward of the last Longhouse Emperor. We never met, just exchanged letters until he sent me to Renna. Renna's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold. Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward. Didn't I?
Nope.
I guess the subject just never came up.
I mean, you literally said you knew someone who could translate.
In Orsinium, there weren't too many opportunities to tell you about my extended family.
I mean, you literally said, I know a person who I'm really good friends with who can decipher, and that's your brother. You had a chance then to tell us that was your brother, and you didn't.
Hey, you brought it folded up. And I have a perfectly fine amount of brothers and sisters. About the usual for a clan of wood elves from the deep forest. There's 12 of us in the family, but I'm the youngest.
12. Wow. A lot of siblings.
Neither Farrell's letters nor my discussion with Renner provided much information. They told me where to look and gave me a map. It had a description of the book written in the corner. I've been carrying it around for a while now. It's difficult. It's hard to describe. It's like carrying a weight, but not like a heavy pack or anything. More like a burden, a constant worry that never subsides. I've also had dreams lately. Bad ones. But I don't want to talk about them. Not yet. Those feelings weren't there at the beginning. Plus, I found that journal. I took it to my brother to decipher. By then, I realized the Longhouse Emperors were hiding something. I wanted to know more. So, I went to Salis, met you, and here we are. Yeah, I thought of that. He took one look at the thing and handed it right back to me. Said it wasn't any language he ever saw and wanted nothing to do with it. Some brother, right?
Maybe it's just not anything good. So we need to go to Riften. Might take a little bit to load in, I guess. Got someone saying morning, Reva, and I'm like, afternoon, because it is the afternoon for me.
Home, I was sent for you.
Well, talk, come on.
I've been sent to ask for your help. Riften, giant, attacked. Packed army in pursuit, many wounded. Got Captain Vivica leading recovery effort, north of town. We need help. Oh, there we go. North side of town was hit hard. There are people trapped under rubble, fires everywhere. Then there's the corpses. There's no time to bury them. Healers want them burned before disease starts spreading.
Which is probably the best thing, anyway, you know, with disease. I mean, we've been kind of doing it with the pandemic, haven't we? Like, you know, everyone's had to be cremated because it reduces the chance of the virus being spread on. Yeah, it's always a wise thing to do. See, they've got the right idea. Burn your dead. Right? Burn your dead. See, I keep saying it. This game. The amount of times I've had problems with the undead, and it's just like, burn your dead, and you won't have the undead. Yeah, at least in Riften they listen, right? They got the right idea. They're actually they're being smart about it. I think the other places are just being complete wusses and like think, no, we can't do that. And it's like, come on, seriously.
You made it! I'm glad you're here. I wasn't looking forward to facing Rena alone. Not after what we found out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spotted her in the main hall. Look, I've been thinking. Since Farrell, Lupus, and Rena weren't totally honest with me, I might as well use an intermediary of my own. Plus, something's not right about all this. Will you talk to Rena for me?
I guess I had to do everything,
Not
right?
sure, but I want to keep watch. I've had the feeling that someone's been following me since I arrived in Riften. I might be acting like a cracked acorn, but better safe than sorry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Everly? She found Farrell's book? Oh, that's wonderful news. But why is Everly standing way over there? And why are you talking to me instead of her? What's this all about, stranger? Not completely honest. Just what are you implying? Is Everly attempting to change the terms of our deal? Farrell offered a fair price for what he asked her to do.
It's not really that. It's more of just...
Quiet. If certain ears heard those words, our lives wouldn't be worth a hawker's blister. I suppose it's time for Everly to meet Farrell. We have a house here in Riften, around the corner from the bank. Just knock 2 times or he won't respond.
Head for Rena's house. I'll be right.
Oh, there's a waistline. I should get that. This person just... Okay. Actually, before we go in further into this quest, I want to go to the stables outside and grab another stable point. Otherwise, I might forget about it as we go along, so better I do it now before I forget.
We raise hardy.
There we go. We should go probably sell some stuff before we carry on, just in case we ain't got no room. So that's... Yep. Okay. No. What was that? I'm sure there was another necklacey thing that we had. That was like an anklet thing, or did I... The brass anklet. Here we go. Oh, it's just something you sell. Okay, never mind.
Looking for armor.
Yeah, it's a very nice one, yeah. Let's get rid of some of these, because we don't need, like, multiple amount of strong glyphs. We'll get 2. I'll get rid of these ones, we've got blue ones. I don't know, we've got a strong glyph of shock, so we don't need moderate. Let's get rid of the average ones. There we go.
The Jackdaws should never have attacked Cleaver. They got what they deserved.
I got... Yeah, one of these. Tap, tap. Sound like we only knocked once.
That doesn't sound good. Hurry, let's get inside.
Oh, shit. Is he dead? Oh, that does not look good. What?
Farrell? No! Oh, Renna. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Farrell! I told him to forget about the past, but did he listen? No! You know about that?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Probably. Farrell never told me a lot about his time serving the Emperor, but I knew it was on his mind recently. That's why he hired Evely. He said he wanted to make things right.
Mm.
A sheet of... Oh, gods. That's a sign of the Dark Brotherhood. They assassinated my poor Farrell, and all because of something that should have stayed buried with the damn Longhouse Emperors.
Hey, Mum.
Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Farrell never told me much, just that he needed the book he sent Evely to find. That he had to correct a terrible mistake. He also mentioned that Leovic told him things, but he never got into specifics. I don't care about the book. I want nothing to do with it. If the Dark Brotherhood thinks I know anything, they'll come after me. And you as well. You should forget about
Hey,
Farrell and
Kimmy.
Leovic and
How you doing, Kimmy? Sorry, my throat was a bit...
go far, far away.
There we go. Just had a quick gulp of my water. I'm doing good, doing real good. I think we're now starting on the Blackwood quests, which is Blackwood is the new DLC that recently came out for Elder Scrolls Online, which with my birthday money I was able to get.
State secrets, I suppose, hidden dreams, wild desires. Farrell helped raise the Emperor. They were close. Or as close as the most powerful man in the world and his steward can be. Once, Farrell mentioned another secret.
Also getting Amazon delivery today as well, because I went and got us a George Foreman grill to use in the kitchen, because it can cook up like burgers and all stuff a lot quicker than our oven can, because our oven is like an electric oven, but it's not very good. Like I mean, if you cook them in the oven, it's not so bad. But if you want to fry them in a pan, it takes so long, because it takes so long for the actual pan itself to heat up on top of the electric hobs. So I was like, yeah, let's just get a grill that we can use. Not only that, this grill is supposed to drain off a lot of fat as well. So it's like any grease and fat, it drains that off. It's pretty good.
Ambitions.
I think it'd be well worth the investment and get one.
Farrell didn't say much, just referred to something as the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. I got the feeling it had something to do with Daedra worship and some sort of weapons. That's all I know.
Come on, let's talk outside. I'll meet you out back under the dock.
I'll take that. Rift and climb down. So there's like a secret passageway in there? Okay. Maybe, but we didn't know, and we were, you know, he was in danger, so it was like a quick way, wasn't it? Probably the quickest way to get in there was that. I mean, maybe there was a bit underneath, like down here.
What do you think? Did the Dark Brotherhood really assassinate Farrell Lupus? Is this book he sent me to retrieve really that important? I'm not sure what we should do next, so if you have any ideas, I can't wait to hear them. That about sums it up. Plus the dreams I've been having. Ever since I found that book, I've been having the most strange and disturbing dreams. Nothing specific. I'm always someplace. A forest, a town. Then the ground starts to shake or fire erupts all
It's
around
gonna be
me.
one sec, guys.
Once the place was flooded by a deluge
Once
of
you stop
water.
talking.
And there are always 4 animals watching from a nearby hill.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be 1 second, guys. What the? Did that crocodile just come out from the sky? No. raining crocodiles. Oh my god.
Scabbers cleaning the dock since 2020.
Need a way to clean your docks? Need something that just has that bang effect? Buy Aqua Scabbers. Gets the job done.
Yeah.
Since 2020.
That'll be my tagline. Job done, Pasco.
Right, I'm back. There we go, just to make sure that that got put in the kitchen. So delivery's already got here now, so that's good. Yeah. That's sweet, sweet. Thank you, thank you.
A fox and a pair of identical rams. Weird, huh? You know, I'm attributing the dreams to the book, but it could be something I ate. My diet has been all over the place these past few weeks.
No, I would think it's more the book. Like there's something on the book that's causing it.
Oh, great. The scary Daedra lady is back.
Flattery and say thank you, little mortal. I
Mm.
have read the ensorcelled scroll, and I know where we need to go next on our quest to learn Leovic's secret. Unless, that is, you and the elf discovered something in the coded documents. The assassins who follow Mafala? Or are they the ones who serve the void? No matter. My information actually concerns the secret we seek to uncover. According to the ensorcelled scroll, there is another cache annex beneath the Imperial City. Yes, hidden in the Imperial sewers. I will open a portal that will get you close to the annex, but you will need to deal with the wards. For all their reverence of the Daedra, these Longhouse Emperors certainly went out of their way to keep us out.
Yes.
Oh, not me, little mortal. I have no intention of slogging through the muck and the sludge.
Of course, it's going to be me.
You are more than capable of handling that. I shall catch up to you after you have dealt with it. Go on now, and take the wood elf with you.
Oh, okay, we get a portal.
Another portal?
Yep.
Daedra have flying horses or something?
Well, portals are kind of quicker, you know? Just a tad bit quicker, right? It's like losing the way shrine.
So these are the Imperial sewers. Fancy.
Wait for that elemental to kind of move over.
Looks like the Order of the Waking Flame got here first. Damn!
Where is she? What are you doing? Are you going in the water? Okay.
The ward's down. The cultists must be inside.
Oh, it was her throwing the stuff. I thought that was them throwing that at me, but okay.
Go slow. Let's not alert the
How about me?
until absolutely necessary. Look, a cache, and it's still warded.
Hmm.
The Longhouse Emperors really did it. They made a deal with Mehrunes Dagon.
That's the Daedra, isn't it? Yeah, so they made a deal with the Daedra. I think that's the Daedra of Destruction as well, isn't it? Hmm. The
Emperor
book.
Leovic wrote that, but it's not in code. If those counselors know the secret, their lives are in danger.
Nothing about that, no.
Blood for Lord Dagon!
Nice. We're going up a level. Hmm. We'll get them, I think. Nope, still can't level those up, that's fine.
The cult's trying to contact Mehrunes Dagon. Let's find that shrine.
Step through the portal.
Is that supposed to be him?
Prove your worth to the Lord of Fire and Flood.
That cracked acorn is stepping into it.
Oh yeah, no, ESO's got so much lore to it though. Like, it's like there's so many games in the series, I think, now.
The statue. A portal. Come on. Lit up.
Oh, I guess we've got to go through. Hmm. Yeah, he was the Danger that was in the trailer, I think, for Blackwood.
I don't believe it. Is this really? Why do you think he named this place the Deadlands? Looks more
Probably
like a
because
hot to me.
Probably because people will end up dead because it's so fiery. Just I don't know.
I gave the mortals everything they requested.
This might sting a bit. My arrows will make short work of the cultists. Not too sure about Nehru's Jacob.
The leader of the waiting flame sent me to finish with the black brick stork.
Into the four ambitions.
I think my armor is actually what they're wearing. Like not the armor itself, but the outfit thing. It looks like it, doesn't it? Which is pretty cool.
The ambitions must be some sort of weapons. We can't let them fall into the hands of this cult.
And yet, the ambitions have been misplaced.
1 second.
And the bargain
I need to
is unfulfilled.
charge that.
Then command me, Lord Dagon. I shall do whatever you ask.
Charge that.
You want my ambitions? Then prove your worth and destroy the intruders.
Where is he?
Arise, Kraskoth. Destroy
Where is he?
divine Lord Dagon.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna keep moving, I think.
Lord Dagon, Prince of Destruction. Lend us your strength.
Try to dodge these war kisses.
Then face me directly, unbelievers.
That's that.
You bested my follower, mortals. So I shall permit you to leave my realm with your lives. Step through the portal and be gone.
Oh.
A portal from oblivion? And you, little mortal, emerging with hardly a scratch? Come, tell me everything. You never cease to intrigue me, little mortal. Is that the distinct scent of Mehrunes Dagon and the Deadlands that lingers about you like a cloud of flesh flies? Never mind about that. Tell me what you learned and how you ended up in Dagon's realm. Yes. The Order of the Waking Flame has been particularly persistent in trying to run down this secret for themselves. Speaking of which, did you learn any more about Leovik's secret? Interesting. I recall something about that. The mortal who went on to become the first of the Longhouse Emperors attempted to make deals with a number of the Daedric princes, my own lord included. Any indication about the terms of this bargain? Well, little mortal, your course is clear. We have barely plumbed the depths of this mystery. You must find the people on this list and discover the truth of the 4 ambitions. Meanwhile, I have other avenues to explore.
Now, that was kind of exciting. I've never been to any part of Oblivion before.
Hmm.
A lot of it felt familiar, though, like places I've seen in my dreams lately. Anyway, thanks to everything we learned, I know exactly what needs to happen next. We need to find the people on that list. Warn them about the Dark Brotherhood. See what they can tell us about the ambitions. And what I should do with this book. Hey, thanks, by the way. I never got the rest of my pay, but I can spare this for now. I'll start the search in Leowin. That's where Chief Counselor Lovidicus was last I heard. Think he's helping to govern the city or something. Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you. You know, in case you still want to help and all. I think so. This all started when Varl Lupus sent me to find this book, and that put me on the trail of Emperor Leovik's secret. Now we know that the secret concerns a deal made with Mehrunes Dagon and something called the 4 ambitions.
That we do, yeah.
Well, we know the Dark Brotherhood murdered Varl Lupus, who turned out to be the Emperor's steward. And we know that the Waking Flame are Dagonists seeking the ambitions. In Leovik's notes, the ambitions were described as some sort of weapons. Yeah, not sure how I feel about the scary Daedra lady, but her ominous warning makes my leaves shudder. If Mehrunes Dagon has his sights set on Tamriel, we're in for all sorts of disasters. Whatever the Longhouse Emperor's promised, it can't be good. Right. I'm not an expert on Imperial politics, but I recognize Leviticus's name. He was on the Elder Council before the Empire fell. I remember listening to a herald in Eldenroot. They brought news that Leviticus was alive and serving in Leowin. Not a lot, really. I've never been up in that area. As far as I know, it's an Imperial city on the Topal Bay. So far, it's been able to keep the Three Banners Wall mostly away from its borders. Or so the heralds have reported. I don't know. I usually just make things up along the way. I suppose I'll offer my assistance and see what happens. Once I make some contacts, I'll send word. If you're still interested in solving this mystery, you can meet me then. start the search in Leywin. That's where Chief Counselor Lovidicus was last I heard. Think he's helping to govern the city or something. Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you.
Leywin. So, what do I do now then? Where's the next quest for this? Hmm. Not it, no. Hang on, let's have a look. It said the Mortal Touch was the starting quest, so it's kind of like, I want to see what we have to do in order to get to the next bit. Existing characters can get to Blackwood by teleporting there directly from the Leywin outskirts way shrine. Okay. Yeah. So it's down there. Hmm?
You there! The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Are you gonna talk or not? Okay, fine.
Deadly secrets, assassins, murder. Now apparently a counselor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists, the Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers.
Hey, Gray. How you doing?
Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Lior. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you.
I'm doing good. Doing real good.
Sure.
Okay, so this is a deadly secret of Blackwood. Okay.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about? Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated.
Yeah, sounds like PvP. I don't want to get in that. Nah. I don't care much for PvP. The thing is, I'm just no good at PvP, so for me, it's like, it's not fun, because it's like, if I'm not good at it, I'm just not going to win. So there's not going to be the whole, yeah, I did it, kind of thing.
If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her. You there? Up now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure a guard or one of my brigadines can assist you. Interesting. She arrived a short time ago with a tale straight out of a mystery novel. She said that Emperor Leovic's former steward had been murdered by the Dark Brotherhood, killed over some secret pertaining to the Longhouse Emperors. Ah, then you must be the associate she was waiting for. She'll be glad to hear that you've arrived. Evely presented her evidence to Councillor Leviticus, that the members of the Elder Council were in danger. He decided the threat was credible. Councillor Leviticus has kept her close, while the two of them try to make sense of this so-called secret. I have yet to be made privy to the details. With Jiric's disappearance, I'll send Evely to check places the Councillor frequents in the city. Not now, citizen. Can't you? Why didn't you say so? Leowin's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Councillor Jiric has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking. The Wood Elf, Evely Sharparrow, she brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council, all because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jiric refused Brigadine protection. With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jiric is missing, and I don't have enough Brigadines at the ready to conduct the proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Councilor's fate?
Okay.
Here, let me update your map. These are places Jiric visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Evely Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help. Councillor Jiric was a member of the Imperial Elder Council, back when we still had an empire. Now her title is mostly ceremonial, but she continues to assist the legates by serving as an intermediary with the local nobility. Since the collapse of the Empire and the dissolution of the Elder Council, Leowin has become an independent city-state. Countess Caro sits on the throne, but the Chamber of Legates governs the city. I suppose the Countess is technically the highest authority in Leowin, but she leaves the administration of the city to the Chamber of Legates. Leviticus, another former council elder, leads this august body, along with Tebeziko and Amhalu. Councillor Jiric is a creature of habit. Her daily routine is to stroll along the river and stop to read near a cave across the way. While Evely Sharparrow examines spots the Councilor frequents in the city, you should check these locations.
Okay.
On paper, Countess Caro rules Leowin, but in practice, the Chamber of Legates governs the city. Legates Tebeziko and Amhalu, and Councillor Leviticus, they handle day-to-day tasks. Me? I'm commander of the Ivory Brigade, Leowin's militia. Indeed. Since the fall of the Empire, the Ivory Brigade had to redouble its efforts to replace the Imperial legions. We maintain active defenses in the north to keep the ongoing war at bay. But we have our hands full with refugees, bandits, and such. The Three Banners War. Let the alliances fight over the Ruby Throne as long as they leave us in peace. I just wish I had more soldiers to spare for this new threat that Everly Sharp Arrow brought to our attention.
Okay. Trying to figure out where these locations are. Okay, so they're this side.
What do you want?
Actually, no, probably better off going for the city, I think, actually.
Pico, over here. Rockgrove begs for your aid. I open my claws in humility, Wanderer. Please, stay to hear my story. Have you heard of the Soulzon tribe? Vicious and unrelenting, they wander to the swamps, attacking any they find. Now, they've fallen upon my home in Rockgrove. A horde of those impure Limphins raided the old city and seized the Zanmir. They captured so many of my kin, or returned them to darkness. Their purpose hides from us, but our Stone Talker claims he recognized their leader, Basse. With a stiff tail and bared abdomen, I beg for your aid. Please, gather a force of your strongest allies. Travel to Rockgrove and drive out the Soulzon. Defend what is left of my tribe, and they will surely reward you. My gratitude fills every pond in the marshes. Perhaps with your aid, what remains of my home can be salvaged. Rockgrove lies southeast of here, or you may take my cart. Speak to Immaka when you arrive. She can offer you the necessary guidance. We heard rumors of Soulzon crawling through the marsh, but thought perhaps they might spare us. Foolish. The attack was swift and ruthless. Our warriors held them off, while some escaped and rallied at the city entrance. Their goals hide among the worms they call friends. I know little of Soulzon desires, and had hoped never to learn. Stories drift to me about brutal sacrifices, bloodshed for the glory of chaos. But who can know the truth? Perhaps you have not traveled that far south. The old city is a sight to behold. The finest mud puddles in this region, and the stonework amazes any who visit.
You don't need to be in mud puddles now. Nice a cat.
Village just outside, so that we can keep an eye on the Zanmir. It stands upon large vents of scalding steam that occasionally burst into large geysers. It's a rare occurrence, but they can threaten the structures of the Zanmir. Some of us work to keep it intact when an eruption damages the stone. One of our village guards, though now she may be our sole remaining defender. She protected us as we ran from the initial attack. After we found safe haven, she sent me to call for aid. Dust on Scales, the sinew and veins of our tribe. He serves as conduit between the Hist and Rockgrove Zonmir. He knows a great deal about the old city's secrets. You should seek out his guidance.
What is that? A Daedric pool? Looks like it, doesn't it? Well, she's not here, obviously. I don't think so. What was the camp here, though? Oh dear.
Oh, pardon me. You're not the counselor. Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Counselor Jirik. Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing. She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
Someone! Anyone! Help me! I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they were right. I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others, the counselors. Leovik's secret, it will be the death of us all!
Oh no.
Counselor Jirik! Damn, we're too late!
No, Blackwood. Not Blackwood, Brotherhood. Dark Assassin thing.
Damn it. Looks like we were both too late. It's just like I expected when we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. I hate being right when somebody dies. Glad to see you made it here, by the way. Did you happen to see who killed her? The mark of the Dark Brotherhood.
There we go, Dark Brotherhood.
Just like Farrell Lupus. Remember I said I was going to find Leviticus? Well, I did. And turns out, he's the head of the city's Chamber of Legates. I just wish another person hadn't died because of this damn secret. The secret of the Longhouse Emperors. It has something to do with the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but that's all we know so far. Remember, I was working for Farrell Lupus. He sent me to find that strange tome. Right, and we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. Farrell's too. The one that suggested they all knew something about the ambitions. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too.
Yeah.
Looks like I was right. Let me have your map. This is where Counselors Valeria and Sophis were last time I checked. Go warn them. Convince them the threat is real. Then meet me at Counselor Jirik's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something more about this secret. I'll get the city guards to come and gather the counselor's body. She shouldn't just be left out here. Then I'll head to Counselor Jirik's manor. When you're done checking on Counselor Valeria and Counselor Sophis, meet me there. So Farrell Lupus hired me to retrieve a book from a retreat once used by the Longhouse Emperors. He never told me what it was, and he died before I could ask. The book is weird. It has weird pages and weird markings, and I can't read a word of it. Not much. Farrell's partner said he planned to use it to make things right, but she didn't know how. And it's Daedric, I think. I will say, carrying it, it's kind of a burden. And I've been having strange dreams. But I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I'm still trying to make a name for myself. I was green as a blade of grass when we met in Orsinium. Now I've got a few more adventures under my belt. But I've never dealt with anything quite like this. I'll get the city guards to come and gather. Like I said, it all started when I found that strange tome for Farrell Lupus. and Emperor Leovik's journal. It was in code, but I got it translated. Sent me to a few hidden Imperial caches where I learned that the Longhouse Emperors had a secret. Right, but it turned out I wasn't the only one trying to learn more about the ambitions. A group of cracked acorns called the Order of the Waking Flame. Fanatic Mehrunes Dagon cultists. Had to put arrows in more than one of those bastards. I guess someone hired them to eliminate everyone who knows about the secret. The question is, who? And I was told by a more or less friendly Dremora named Lyrinth that the fate of our world was at stake. So of course I want to figure this all out.
What was that making that? It's over there, this plant. There's always like weird plants that make noises like that. Yeah, I don't need it. It's probably something to do with alchemy. What is that? That looks like something dangerous, doesn't it? Have we got to go for these other ones? Other side of the city, okay. It is a noisy route, isn't it? So let's see. Let's go to the one that's furthest away and then we'll come back up to the other one. Whoop.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigadier will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard. I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all. Lupus, Emperor Leovik's old steward? And Jirik as well?
Yep, she did.
But they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death. The ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand. Possibly.
I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find. Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the counselors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however. I will miss her.
Oh. Speaking of cannonballs straight to the face, I actually was, I did a little sketch last night of a cannonball hitting her face, which I'm hoping I'm going to work on tomorrow, or maybe later today. Yeah. The only thing is I'll only be able to add new emotes to better Twitch TV. I won't be able to add them to Twitch itself because I've only got the couple of slots on Twitch at the moment. What I need to get a next emote slot open is to get the 35 subs, but obviously, I mean, I got very, very close to it at one point, but never got actually quite to it yet. So I might have to put a sub goal up for it and see if we can get there at some point. Nah. Get it. Your loot belongs to me. Wehehehe. Oh. I've done that very good at that. I can't take no more quest logs though, because my quests are few. Let's see if I can get rid of a couple that I'm not really gonna do right now. That one. We'll abandon that one. Yes. I don't really know what to. Nah, we'll come back to this quest at some point. Like, we'll come pick that up later. Like, we don't necessarily need to be doing it. But I do need to get through some of these other quests at some point, I think, just to get them done and dusted. Oh yeah, because I did that one, didn't I? I collected all the fangs, I just never handed it in, so...
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps? Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way? Captain Rianne? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns. My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Farrell Lupin.
Yeah, and he's dead.
Emperor Leovic's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now, please, go find him.
Or maybe you should have. Maybe you should have made sure he didn't go on his walk with his dog. Dead.
What's taking you so long? They should... Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rihan sent you to protect my husband! You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Farrell Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him. A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
My dog's nowhere to be seen as well. Poor doggo. Oh, there's doggo. Hello, doggo. Oh, poor boy. Come with me. Oh, maybe we were supposed to find him and he was supposed to lead us to the body. We'll follow you back. You go over here, you. Oh, poor doggo, doggo. He wasn't there earlier, though. Oh, that's the for glory thing. That was when we were speaking to them, I think. It started us on the quest. It's like, no. I don't want to do that. I don't care for PvP. I also noticed there was a way shrine this way, so I'm going to go grab that as well. The one that's in the town. Is it? Yeah, there we go.
Over here! I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked? Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was. I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed. I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Bob! Counselor Jirek's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment.
I mean, she ain't gonna need this now. She's, you know, dead. Kind of looks like this place has already been like ransacked anyway. It's like a mess in here.
You said there was a hidden.
Hmm.
A hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but... So, what did you find? Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions. I'm almost certain of it. And Councillor Leviticus knows my brother. We talked about him a bit when I arrived. If there isn't a qualified scribe nearby, I can send for my brother. Let's go to Leowin Castle and talk to Leviticus. I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the councillors. I'll see you at the castle.
Oh, can't get up there. Okay. Could have been her, yeah. She could have ransacked the place, but she could have done a better job about it, you know? Not just, like, thrown stuff out everywhere.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit? That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Everly uncover any other information? It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the Councillor.
Let's see if there's any bookshelves. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a bookshelf. Wasn't sure if I searched that one, so I thought I'd double check, but I definitely did.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We are perfectly safe in here.
Your damn empire, Leviticus. It no longer exists, but it still causes us trouble.
You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about.
Mm.
And I see you're working with Everly Sharparrow. Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening. Damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharaoh Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood.
His voice sounds familiar.
Anything else to add to this? Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once.
I don't think it's the same person who did Mufasa's voice in Darth Vader, but it sounds similar to his.
Itinia and Vandacia. Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councillor Eibor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
Hmm.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Councillor Eibor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort. Sadly, no. Whatever Leovic confided in Pharaoh Lupus and the others, whatever he ordered them to do, he kept it a complete secret from me. I suppose he assumed I wouldn't go along with anything illegal or Daedric, and he was right. I was, but the Elder Council was made up of almost 24 councillors. According to the list Everly Sharparrow brought me, only 7 councillors were privy to this secret.
Hmm.
Make that 6. I have no idea why Leovic listed me among that group. Who knows what was going through Leovic's head when he wrote that entry in his journal? Varen and his rebels were literally pounding at the doors of the palace at the time. And Leovic wasn't totally in his right mind even before the rebellion. The Longhouse Emperors were Reachmen, who seized control of the Empire and ruled for some 40 years. Dukarach the Black Drake founded the ruling house. Morikar ascended to the throne after his father's death, and his son Leovic followed him. Leovic made a mistake. When he decided to declare Daedra worship as the law of the land, Duke Varen Aquilarios objected. He led a rebellion and personally dispatched Leovic in the Imperial throne room. Thus ended the Longhouse Emperor's reign. Unfortunately, no. Varen disappeared a few years later and the Empire collapsed. Now the so-called alliances are fighting over the scraps and Tamriel is in shambles. We're doing all we can just to keep Blackwood safe and secure. Eivor has always had an affinity for the Imperial military. When she received her letter of warning from Pharaoh Lupus, she sent word to me, told me she was going to the fort, that the soldiers would protect her. I fear she is badly mistaken. Only a token force of Brigadines guards Fort Blueblood. If the Dark Brotherhood is truly our enemy, I fear a lone assassin can bypass the fort's defenses with relative ease. Eivor would be better off here in the castle. Go and bring her back at once.
Okay.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
So it's over here, okay.
Challenge what you know. If you're courageous enough, all things are possible. What?
Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Councillor Eivor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Councillor Eivor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed. Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councillor Eivor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed. All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Counselor Abor's safety is now in your hands. Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the counselor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off. The counselor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
But what's to say that a Dark Brotherhood didn't take the equipment of a
Abor's been murdered. But where's the servant?
What if it wasn't?
Abor's meal is still warm. So what happened?
Oh no.
Of course they tore out the pages and took them. Just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions. The Dark Brotherhood's calling card. We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin
I reckon
both the torn out journal pages and the servant?
probably did, yeah.
They not only murdered Abor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now. See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant, something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages? Maybe, but everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton about Abor.
Well, you guys did a really good job of keeping her safe, didn't you?
So, will Counselor Abor be returning with you to Leowin? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order? Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower. Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Was she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigadines never left their post. Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
I mean, it could easily be that she was like threatened, had her life threatened to like do it.
Is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle with. This one does that all the time. Pleasant days, visitors. How can this one assist you? Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Abor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais' job.
And do you see Talais anywhere?
Another new face in the fort? First Counselor Eivor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talese has wandered off and left me to handle her chores. She took the counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eivor's a little old, but maybe Talese decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Eivor reeks of fear. Maybe Talese finds that attractive. Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need? That young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation. The pantry is in the
Okie dokie, ska paket.
but the door is around the side of the building. Talese mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Very suspicious.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk. So, what did we learn?
Oh, that pie looks very
But that's understandable.
off-putting.
Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Talese visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower. Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue, even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there.
How are we going to get in with no key? Unless we're going to have to lockpick our way in. Wait, where's the pantry? And this way, maybe? Yeah, okay. Ah.
Is that... Damn it, they murdered Talese too!
Oh.
Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no, we need to talk about this. Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Talese down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the
Probably, yeah.
Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her. No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant. Yes, but we still need to check on Councillor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councillor Van Dacia is alright. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowyn and consult with Councillor Leviticus.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Talese, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
I definitely do, yeah. They need to keep track of their
After you report to the commander,
servants and
make
stuff.
contact with Councillors Valeria and Van Dacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Van Dacia works in the Gideon courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me. Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the counselors, Valeria and Vandacia. Suddenly I had a premonition. It was brief and disturbing and mildly unpleasant, like the dreams I've been having. But this is the first time while I was awake.
Okay.
Remember I told you about that strange book I found?
Mhm.
The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read?
Mhm.
I've been having bad dreams since I found it.
Do you want me to take the damn book?
This time it happened right while we were talking. It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away.
Okay.
It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later. Let's get back to it.
What is it? All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant? That's... Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure?
Mhm.
No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
Mhm. So I've got this one down here. I'm also gonna do this one and then up that one, I think. Oh look, a wisher.
Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time? All 3 of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowyn. Perhaps between the 2 of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us. Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records. That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vendacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
Might not be, no.
Perfect. Remind him he's too old to play the hero, and I want to see him in Leowyn Castle immediately, if not sooner. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records, both. Godspeed, mercenary. What?
The champion has arrived!
I was attacked a city, Keshu. I demand you deal.
What is it?
Where is he? Unless he's supposed to show up around here.
Explain yourself immediately.
Oh, yes.
One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey. Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them not.
Dead? All three of them?
Mm-hmm.
This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about? 4 ambitions. Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair. Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward. I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled. As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it, but it was called something else. If you think it might be important, ask the assassin when you interrogate him. I'm not sure how relevant my ancient history is, but I was appointed to the Elder Council by Emperor Durkarach himself. I helped guide the Empire through most of the reign of the Longhouse Emperors. Sadly, my role in guiding the Empire often put me at odds with the Emperors. I was rarely privy to their secrets. I'm afraid I can't shed any light on that particular mystery. My personal guard is dedicated and well-trained. Not to mention lucky. I was nearing the courthouse when the assassins sprang from the shadows. My guards reacted instantly and overpowered the villain. We brought them here and Keshu locked them away. Keshu the Black Fin. War hero, progressive Argonian, and governor of our fair city of Gideon. I serve as an advisor and bureaucrat. Nothing more. I have deep roots in Gideon, so I try to do my part to keep the wheels of government turning.
Oh.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
So you should have checked them.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude!
They attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Not very sneaky, is he? Here's some. Okay, this.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. All right, let's chat. Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail?
Yes.
That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information. Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever. I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely. Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery. Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
So if it's not the Dark Brotherhood, so someone's trying to frame them for the murders. So maybe it's a completely different cult. Maybe it's just the Flame people doing it. Like, they're killing them, but they're blaming it on the Dark Brotherhood. Because they're the ones that are already after the secrets, weren't they? Yep, exactly. Oh, that's weird. He's based on his mount, but it's also showing him running. That was hilarious. Where are they? There you go.
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news. Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it. What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowin and we'll share this information with Leviticus. What? Oh, My personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
To Leowen.
Seems unlike them to deny it. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but apparently my OBS is now saying there's 0 minutes, 0 viewers, 0 stuff on it. There we go. Being weird. I think Twitch is being weird. Like it's being derp. That's all good though. We're at like almost 2.5 hours, so when we hit the 3-hour mark, we'll be wrapping up for today. You probably will be, yeah. At this rate, yeah. I hope I don't oversleep next stream though, right?
Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment. Yes. I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leovik's secret and the ambitions? Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovik had each of the counselors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leovik knew everything. That's our prevailing theory. If the counselors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues. Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen. Jirix and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the counselors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks. Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No, better to send you and Evely to investigate the situation. Then we can determine if a more forceful response is warranted.
Hey partner, over here!
How I look at these bookcases, 'cause I don't think I read them. Because you never know. There might be some very useful information.
All right, you heard Leviticus. Time to get back to work. While the counselors stay safe in Leowin Castle and wait for the scribe to arrive, we need to find out what the Dark Brotherhood is actually up to. Show me that letter you found in Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are definitely orders. It mentions Blood Run Cave. That's northeast of Leowin, toward the edge of Blackwood territory. Well, as the spinners always say, the best way to find out what's happening in the clearing is to step into it. Of course it does. Nothing has been easy since I found that strange book and started chasing down Leovik's secret. Well, are you still interested in solving the mystery of the ambitions?
Mm-hmm.
Will you come with me to Blood Run Cave?
Yep.
The counselors should be safe, so meet me at Blood Run Cave. We need to determine if the Dark Brotherhood is behind the murders or not. Either way, that sanctuary is a threat to Blackwood. I just hope I don't have another one of those waking visions. Remember back at Fort Blueblood when we found the murdered servant? I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. Order of the Waking Flame, I think. It was brief and powerful, over in a moment, but the figure felt evil. What else could it be? The book seems very old and it's written in a language we can't read. Just carrying it around, it feels heavy, oppressive, like a burden I didn't know I had. But Lupus sent me to find it. It must be important. I don't know. I'm an archer, not a dangerous scholar or anything. I don't think I should let the Order of the Waking Flame get their hands on it, though. And maybe one of these visions, if I have any more, will actually help us figure this all out. No, but that last vision I had was clearly a warning about the cult leader, whoever they are. They're powerful and evil.
Nope. Let me do that.
I'll meet you at Blood Run Cave.
Blood Run Cave is a dangerous place, whether the Dark Brotherhood is present or not. You and Everly should be on your guard at all times. Watch out for each other. I would hate to lose operatives as valuable as you two have been. Everly brought word of a threat against the former members of the Imperial Elder Council, including Councillor Leviticus. The threat seems to be related to a secret of the Longhouse Emperors, a secret concerning something called the Four Ambitions.
Yeah, I mean, she might do, to be fair. She seems a bit careless in the way that she acts.
We don't actually know. We sent for an Imperial scribe to decipher the coded documents you found, but they have yet to arrive. In the meantime, we've been doing everything we can to protect the counselors from Dark Brotherhood assassins.
Yeah, dead hurt. Because there ain't no coming back from being dead hurt. Unless you're that lucky guy from the other quest where he got resurrected by the tree.
Leviticus, Valeria, and Vandacia are safely ensconced in Leowin Castle. Unfortunately, we couldn't save Jirik, Sophus, and Eivor. You found the Dark Brotherhood's calling card at every scene, yet the assassin you met claims they killed no one. Assassins are not the most reliable source of truth. Still, that's part of what we're sending you to their sanctuary to determine. Good luck, mercenary. We're all counting on you.
But so we need to go up there. So we go straight across to Gideon and then up.
Experience the thaumaturgical prowess of a...
Actually, before we carry on, doesn't really have any special abilities. That does more. It's heavy. Yep. Nope. Nope. Mhm. I wonder if we can cut across there. Probably can. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, sure, definitely got the way short.
uncertainty, fear, death. The will of Sithis cannot be ignored.
Glad you made it. I wasn't looking forward to going much deeper without you.
No, that's good. At least you decided not to go further ahead, huh?
So this is Blood Run Cave, huh? Creepy.
Seems so, yeah.
You go on ahead. I'll follow behind you. Make sure nothing tries to ambush us. I'll catch up farther in. Check the letter you found. It said something about a door located deeper inside the cave. And there was a strange line about death being the key, whatever that means. Go on. I'll follow along shortly.
So we need to make our way down there, so maybe go this way and around, I think. A lot of undead in here.
This place is huge! No sign of the Dark Brotherhood. Just a lot of creepy undead. Let's keep going.
Way ahead of you. Hmm.
That creepy black door. That's gotta be the entrance to the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. I doubt it's as simple as turning a knob, because that door doesn't have one. Let me see that letter you found again. Wasn't there something about a key?
Maybe.
Gutted, untold danger, long trek, clear out. Ah! Here it is. And remember, death, my brother. That's the key. I don't know. Maybe it's a passphrase? I've read about things like that in some of my mystery novels. Go knock on the door or something and see what happens. Go ahead. See if that passphrase opens the creepy black door.
Not ominous at all, you know. It's like, yeah, no, we'll just hit it with what it says. Let's be tested.
For your murderer? Well, you've come to the wrong place, my friends.
We found the Black Hands beside every body.
Must I say it again? You've been duped, and the Dark Brotherhood has been set up to take the blame. Haven't we had this conversation already? The Dark Brotherhood didn't murder those counselors. I have no quarrel with you, and you none with me. Now turn around and leave before you force me to do something you will definitely regret. Leowyn demands, does it? Very well. This sanctuary belongs to the Dark Brotherhood. It has for a very long time. I have been given the joyous task of reopening it. I assure you, we're a business. We have no designs on Leowyn or the counselors. Obviously some enemy of the counselors who wants to confuse you, throw suspicion on the Dark Brotherhood, keep you chasing after shadows while they accomplish whatever it is they hope to do. Perhaps we can work together to... What? Now what? Cultists, portaling in. Quickly, secure the sanctuary.
That's the Order of the Waking Flame. What are they doing here? Come on, we need to figure out what's going on. This can't be a coincidence. Did the Waking Flame cultists follow us here? Flame is definitely trying to occupy the sanctuary. But why?
Close the portals! Warn the High Priest!
Oh, I think not. All right. Discussing before they so rudely interrupted us? I assume this will satisfy your masters in Leowyn. The Dark Brotherhood is not your enemy. The Order of the Waking Flame invaded our sanctuary and killed my brothers and sisters. I can't let them get away with that. Seems to me the cultists didn't want you talking to me. Didn't want you hearing me tell you for the 100th time that the Dark Brotherhood didn't kill those counselors. If you ask me, those are your murderers. The Order of the Waking Flame. Opportunity and motive. Look, I don't know what that may be, and I don't want to know. But I do want to step through this portal and stick my dagger in their High Priest's throat. Care to come along?
Stay with the assassin. I'll inform Captain Rianne and Counselor Leviticus about the cultists.
An Ayleid ruin. Not the worst place for... Oh, looks like I'm not the only one who leaves important papers lying about. Give that a read, why don't you? Their High Priest actually ordered them to kill us.
Nope, nope.
That amulet looks important. Better hang on to that.
I don't know what Dark Release is, so try something of his. No, it's probably his, I think.
A close approximation of our calling card, but that entire pile is obviously a forgery. So the Order of the Waking Flame killed your counselors and placed the blame on the Dark Brotherhood. Then their High Priest...
So now we got like a enemy. Both got an enemy.
What this is actually all about now? All this fuss and bother over an old Imperial secret? Let's review what we learned. The High Priest of the Order of the Waking Flame sent cultists to the Sanctuary to eliminate both my Dark Brotherhood assassins and you, and the Wood Elf. Obviously the cult has someone watching you. They knew exactly when to attack, certain we'd all be in the sanctuary. Plus, they were after some cache hidden there. So who are these cultists? And how well do you trust your masters in Leowyn? I'm not suggesting anything. Just following the clues. If the cultists are Dagonists, then their high priest is probably a true fanatic. This secret must be pretty important, and most likely pertains to death and destruction. Let's keep searching. Let's see if something deeper inside this ruin points us to the identity of the cult's high priest. Figure out who they are, and you may learn more about this secret than you ever imagined. Oh, and you still have that amulet. It might come in handy. Because I owe them for besmirching the good reputation of the Dark Brotherhood and for ordering the deaths of my brothers and sisters. And because now, I'm curious. It's like an itch that needs to be scratched. No, the orders suggested it was placed in the sanctuary after we abandoned it the first time. We hadn't finished reopening the place, and I hadn't run across any hidden caches. Another mystery, I suppose.
Whoop. Pretty good leap down, right? Looks like dead bodies maybe lying there. Maybe they're resurrecting, I don't know. I'd love to read all these bookcases, but because there's like loads of stuff to kill, I kind of can't be bothered. So it's fine.
Over here. Voices.
We failed to kill all the assassins, and the Wood Elf and the mercenary are still alive.
Yes. The High Priest isn't going to be happy about that, but we retrieved the cache hidden in the old sanctuary.
With the contents of the cache, the High Priest should be able to determine where to find the first ambition.
Agreed. And we will soon have the location of another one of the ambitions. As just another Imperial counselor, the High Priest has them all fooled.
So it's one of the counselors.
What do you think? Sometimes listening provides the answers we seek. It seems their high priest is actually one of your counselors. That explains how they knew your movements. And they found whatever they were looking for in the sanctuary. I'd rather not know any more about this damn secret. It's cursed. But did you see how they opened that portal? They used their amulet on the pedestal. You still have the one we found?
Yep.
Let's find another pedestal and see if we can follow them. keep looking. We need to find a pedestal like the one those cultists used.
This?
That pedestal looks promising. Let's talk before you try to open a portal. This may work. It may not. We may open a portal that takes us to the cultists, or we may open one to some dark and deadly corner of oblivion. Still, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, ready to try something daring? It looked to me like the cultists used their amulet on the pedestal and opened a portal. Examine the pedestal and see if there's a place to fit the amulet. These Dagonist fools think they've gotten the better of us. Let's prove them wrong. Well, we have a portal. Let's find out if leaping into it turns out to be a good or bad idea.
Yeah, wee! Off we go! Just portal hopping, it's okay. It looks like it just brought us to a different room in here.
This is interesting. Let's look around. We're too late. The location of the ambition was sent to the High Priest. What was that about an attack on Leowin Castle? So, now I know who needs to die for this grave insult to the Dark Brotherhood. Councillor Von Dacia, the High Priest of the Waking Flame. But what do you make of that journal entry about the first ambition and an attack on Leowin Castle? They got what they were after, and now they're sending their forces to kill the rest of the councillors. With the other councillors dead, Von Dacia will be the only person who knows the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. And Von Dacia will do everything in his power to get his hands on those documents. I suppose your course is clear. You need to return to Leowin Castle as quick as you can. I'm going to stick around and deal with a few more of these Waking Flame cultists. I still have a little anger to work off after that attack on my sanctuary. I suggest you return to Leowin Castle with all due haste. I'm an assassin, not a soldier. I've done my part. Now go do yours. When I'm finished here, if Vandasia is still alive, well, then we'll see what we shall see. That portal should take you back toward the exit, or to some terrible plane of oblivion. One or the other.
There you go, great. It's just I'm trying to get out of a dungeon as well. Okay. We're going to fast travel here. And then what we're going to do is probably going to call it for today. We'll be carrying on with some more Blackwood quests on the next stream, which will be Thursday. But before we go, though, we are going to go and give somebody a raid. I call it Tuesday. It is Tuesday today, yeah. But next stream is Thursday. We're going to give my good friend Missy a raid. She's currently playing some more Atlas today. So we're going to send you guys over there. Obviously, Scumbag, you need to get sleep. And Backbone should now be actually released. It's 4 PM. So it should now be available on Steam. So anyone who's interested in getting the point-and-click adventure game that was coming out today, it should now be on Steam, available to be purchased. Yes, I will send you a link to it soon. Okay, I need to go sort some things out after this, but yeah. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream. I'm really starting to enjoy this new expansion. I can't wait to go into it further and get myself a couple of companions as well. But yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's stream, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye, guys.